Hey guys, we are working on Module 2, Lesson 3. So the first problem we are starting with is number 3E, and it says to express the answer in mixed units. So we are looking at 7 liters, 425 milliliters, minus 547 milliliters. There are a couple of different strategies that you can use for this. We can look at simplifying the problem, or we can regroup and turn everything into milliliters. For this problem, I can see that 425 milliliters minus 547 milliliters, I can't do that. I don't have enough milliliters by itself right now. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this whole number, 7 liters, 425 milliliters, into milliliters so I can subtract. So I know that 7 liters equals 7,000 liters because there are 1,000 milliliters in every liter. So 7 liters equals 7,000 milliliters. Plus I have the 425 milliliters that it already listed. So when I add that together, 7 liters and 425 milliliters is just the same as 7,425 milliliters. Now I'm going to subtract that 547 milliliters. So let me write that up and down. So 7,425 minus 547. As always with subtraction, my first step is to look across my digits and see if I need to regroup anything. So first off, I see 5 minus 7. I can't do that, so I need to regroup from the tens. I take 1 from that 2, that leaves me with 1, and my 5 becomes a 15. Now I'm going to subtract 15 minus 7. But now I have 1 minus 4. I also cannot do that, so I'm going to look next door. The 4 becomes a 3, and that 1 becomes 11. So now I have 11 minus 4, good to go there. But again, 3 minus 5, I can't do that, so I need to regroup from the 7. 7 becomes a 6, and this 3 becomes a 13. 13 minus 5 I can do, and 6 minus nothing I will also be able to do. So now I am good to subtract. I can start at any digit since every digit is ready. So 15 minus 7 I know is 8. 11 minus 4 is 7. 13 minus 5 is 8. And then 6. So my answer is 6,878, but this is in milliliters. Remember, it tells me to express my answer in mixed units. When it says mixed units, it means that it wants me to use liters and milliliters. So remember that 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters. So how many groups of 1,000 are in 6,878? Well, I can go right to my thousands place, and I see that there is a 6 in the thousands place. So I'll highlight that for you. The 6 is in the thousands place. So that tells me that there are 6 thousands or 6 liters. So my answer is going to be 6 liters because that's 6,000 milliliters. I grouped into 6 liters, and that leaves me with 878 milliliters. That is less than 1,000. So I know I can't change that into a liter. So I have 6 liters and then 878 milliliters. Okay, so that is our answer for number 3E. All right, pause if you need to keep looking at this. I'm moving on. Okay, and our second problem that we are going to do today is number 6. It says Petra's fish tank contains 9 liters, 578 milliliters of water. If the capacity of the tank is 12 liters, 455 milliliters of water, how many more milliliters of water does she need to fill the tank? So this question right here, it already tells me how many more. So if I'm starting with my read, draw, write, I read the problem. I've underlined some important information. I also need to know that there's 9 liters and 578 milliliters of water and the total capacity of the tank. So I'm going to draw a quick tank diagram. So we know the whole capacity of the tank is 12 liters and 455 milliliters. Okay, so that's the whole thing. She hasn't filled all of it up. She's only filled up 9 liters and 578 milliliters. So this part is our question mark. We need to subtract. So I'm subtracting 12 liters, 455 milliliters minus 9 liters, 578 milliliters. Now, once again, I am going to use the standard algorithm, so I'm going to change these all into milliliters first. And notice that the question asks how many more milliliters. It doesn't say liters and milliliters, so I'm going to leave my answer in all milliliters. So it's easiest to just change everything to milliliters now. So 12 liters, 455 milliliters. Well, I know 1 liter is 1,000. So if I have 12 liters, that means 12,000 milliliters plus the 455. So that's 12,455 milliliters minus, I have 9 liters. So that's 9,000. I'll just put a 9 in my thousands place. And then 578 milliliters. And now I'm going to subtract. Again, first thing, I look across my digits. 5 minus 8 I cannot do, so I'm going to regroup next door. 5 becomes a 4. And this 5 is a 15. 4 minus 7 I cannot do. I look next door. 4 becomes a 3. And this 4 becomes a 14. Again, 3 minus 5 I cannot do. I look next door. 2 becomes a 1. And a 3 becomes a 13. 1 minus 9 I cannot do. I look next door. 1 becomes a 0, and this 1 becomes 11. So now I have 15 minus 8 is 7. 14 minus 7 is 7. 13 minus 5 is 8. 11 minus 9 is 2. And I have 0 here, so that's all. So my answer is 2,877 milliliters. So I like to write this in a complete sentence. So I can say Petra needs 2,877 milliliters to fill the tank. And that is the right of my read, draw, and write. All right, guys, that is all for today. Have a great day, and I'll see y'all later.